jackass, you got a review to do.
What the? Okay, what is it?
Come on, man, I was reviewing this. It's not my fault. It's so fucking boring. Oh my God. You guys want to really see some shit? You think F was bad? Oh, God. Welcome to this. It's rock bottom. Oh, shit! Welcome everyone to part 3 of my unending quest to ruin my life because of how much I hate myself. I promised you guys the worst visual novel adaptation of all time, but today the show we're looking at is as awful as it is because of how faithful it is to its original counterpart. It's a series simply known as Kimi no Uso, Rumbling Hearts. Kimi no Uso, or Kimi ga Nozomu Ein if you feel like being a super weeb, is a visual novel released and produced by Age in 2001. This is a company with such a fantastic track record that American fans have coined the phrase, "You can't spell rage without Age." Awesome! And this visual novel has just about the most bizarre premise I've ever heard. At first, the player character, Takayuki, gets set up with fellow awkward high schooler Haruka Suzumiya. Fuck you. Their relationship blossoms despite much failure and social retardation, but a tragic event occurs that I'll cover as we advance through the terrible anime. At this point in the story, it jumps ahead 3 years, and after being forced by the game to play this opening relationship with Haruka, you are only then given the option of pursuing one of 8 different girls that all yearn for your crotch stick. 8 girls! And I thought Clanad was stretching with 7. I mean, at least that game had an awesome after-story segment with a great canon ending. So, what does Kimi no Uso give us? A cavalcade of miserable depression. Good. The game features a grand total of 2 possible happy endings, but the story paths for those happy endings also end in pain 2 out of 3 ways. Apparently, the idea behind this is that life is miserable and pain is everywhere. Wow. Great message for those Japanese young adults who are killing themselves in record numbers, you cunt weasels. And yes, this is yet another anime with a niche cult fan base who claim it's true to life and super realistic. Well, for them I have simply one question that I really should have asked the F fan base as well.
Do you understand life? Do you?
I don't care if you like soap opera. I really don't. If that's your thing, it's not hurting me or anyone else. Watch what entertains you and embrace it. But if you want to publicly make the argument that such a variety of nonsensical, overblown melodrama is realistic and true to reality, you're delusional. If you can't understand the difference between real life and the hyper-reality presented in our entertainment media, then you need to turn off your TV and go interact with actual humans for a while and see how often these actions you're describing as real actually happen. My projection is close to never. Again, if you view this type of thing as entertainment, we have no quarrel. Just don't try to tell me this is something that could actually occur on planet Earth or anywhere else in the known universe, or we'll be back to square one.
Do you understand life? Do you?
The truth is that real life doesn't have a narrative, but stories do. Even if you want to line that narrative with realistic events and believable characters, it's still a fiction, and at its core, it can't be a real life event unless you're making, I don't know, an art house character study without a traditional narrative. Which, by the way, I would fucking love, but that's not what we're dealing with here. We're talking about a soap opera BS fest maxed to the brim with contrived drama and manufactured strife. We're dealing with events that should never, ever happen in real life, and even if I accepted them as realistic for the sake of argument, that doesn't make them good choices in a story told for the purpose of entertainment. But anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the one show that I would actually argue does a worse job of telling its story than F did. Let that one sink in as we get the ball rolling here. So here it is, one and all. This is Rumbling Hearts. Yeah, just look at all that gripping real-life drama, as symbolized by Mitsuki's tight ass.
Fan service aside, we're very quickly introduced to our four primary characters in an effective way that establishes one thing about them at the same time. Granted, we still don't know any of their names, but we know that blue-haired girl swims, brown-haired guy likes taking in the view, other brown-haired guy is his friend, and some ginger girl has Down syndrome.
I always just stand there with my mouth open.
I've swallowed so many flies and mosquitoes, but I just can't seem to close it.
Anyway, we discover that blue hair's name is Mitsuki, ginger derp chick is Haruka, and the two are best friends. Also, we see that the series director, Tetsuya Watanabe, has no concept of physics, as we're supposed to believe that butt-length hair can actually fit underneath a swimming cap. Well, I don't know. Maybe she has one of those special caps that sends her hair to the negative zone. Oh, God, this is so stupid.
You look ready for the challenge.
Of course I am. Stop hiding. Hi, Takayuki, how are you? What's your deal? It's not like he's gonna bite your head off.
What? Okay, hang on.
What?
First off, why did you show us a quick flash of some past interaction between these two if you were just going to cut to the entire flashback? Is there such a thing as reverse flashing to some flash that happened 10 seconds ago? Because this is that. Second, the scene is hilarious because Haruka, aka Ginger, clearly has a crush on Takayuki, but is apparently terrified of him. Why? Well, to explain that, we cut to an even sillier scene of him helping her get a book she couldn't reach, where she flees in horror. Well, I assume she ran home to talk to her stuffed animals again. They're her real friends.
You came out to school because you forgot a book?
Even a genius makes mistakes sometimes.
And you dragged poor Takayuki along.
No way!
Takayuki had always dreamed of becoming an octopus, and on that day, he finally succeeded.
Aw, nothing like watching a friendship blossom.
This is no friendship. Shinji and I are in love.
Hi.
Didn't you know that?
Okay, you're grossing me out, man.
Stop trying to hide your feelings.
That's enough, man!
Okay, seriously, cut it out, you guys. You two need to work this out when you're alone. This lifestyle, it doesn't offend me, but you should consider being more discreet.
Discreet?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I know if I get her too worked up, she'll start throwing punches.
You watch your mouth.
I'm just saying. I mean, look at those guns you got. You're cut from marble. A lot more than me or Shinji here, and we work out almost everything.
Hey, wait! Where'd Haruka go?
Figures. Ugh, you suck!
Only an anime, right? What the hell did I just watch?
Takayuki cracks a joke about him and Shinji being gay. Mitsuki's response is a significantly less sarcastic sentiment that the two basically keep it in the closet.
Actually, I would prefer Millie. Could you get back in the closet, please?
I have no idea why Mitsuki is apparently angry. This is just a lighthearted joke between friends. Does she actually believe that he's gay? Is she really homophobic? Or does she believe that Haruka is actually retarded, won't get the joke, and think that Takayuki is gay? I understand 0% of this.
Well, have I ever told you how much I adore you?
Yes, and it almost destroyed our friendship.
I think you're just afraid of your feelings.
Ah, no, stop! I'm not gay, all right?
Well, neither am I, obviously. I was just joking.
You were.
Yeah? I love you, though.
What?
I'm just joking. This is just a joke.
You sure?
No.
What?
Yeah. Wait. Yes.
What are you doing?
Yes, I will marry you.
After that nonsense, Takayuki taunts Mitsuki by accusing her of getting violent whenever she gets angry, and after she tells him to watch his mouth, he points out how ripped she is. She responds to this by smacking him in the face with her heavy duffel bag. Now, at first glance, you'd probably assume Takayuki knew this would set her off and that, for girl reasons, she doesn't like her muscles. However, Takayuki's reaction renders that impossible.
What's wrong with you?
So basically, Mitsuki's reaction to an accusation that she gets violent when she's mad is to get violent because she's mad. Well, you win this round, committer of assault and battery. And finally, we see that Haruka has run away in terror yet again. Why this time? I have no idea. If anything, you'd think it was because Mitsuki lost it and started smacking people, but no, because women are never, ever at fault for anything, she inexplicably blames Takayuki. Probably because he pretended to be gay for like 10 seconds. Seems legit. Good thing they're already setting this girl up as someone I shouldn't like. That'll be important later.
On the hill?
Yeah, meet me there later. I have to talk to you about something important.
Why don't you just talk to me now?
I need to make sure there aren't any witnesses. I mean, other people around so they won't hear the gunshot. I mean, conversation. Yes, talking. That's what we'll be doing.
Maybe she has feelings for me. Huh? Oh, I get it. She must have told you to meet her out here, too. Sneaky.
Lion? Lion?
You always did like this hill. I knew that this was your favorite place. You come here a lot.
What?
Even before we met that first time at the bookstore. I knew you, Takayuki. You've never been a stranger to me.
Because as long as I've known you existed, I've been following you. I even know where your favorite bathroom is. And now, I'll make you one of my stuffed friends. We'll be together forever. Forever. Forever.
I like you. I always have. Will you go out with me?
Okay, well, I guess that was a scene. Oh, wait, it's a flashback to when Haruka first told Mitsuki about Takayuki. That Mitsuki is having a... what? Oh, and now we're back on the hill. Damn it, this is F editing all over again. Way to destroy all the tension in the moment, guys. Don't let moments linger or anything. We wouldn't want to get emotionally invested after all.
Oh, Haruka. I don't know what to... I'm
sorry. I shouldn't have opened my big mouth.
Well, I'm flattered. Let's do it. Let's go out.
Mitsuki calls Takayuki, and when he tells her that he's gonna go out with Haruka, she sounds surprised and also not 100% okay with the outcome, while Haruka blushes because she owns a pencil. I'm sure that'll be a plot point. The Mitsuki thing, not the pencil. We cut to an unspecified amount of time later where...
Do you like video games?
Not really. I like board games.
Oh, I guess that's cool. What do you spend your free time doing? You have any hobbies?
No, I don't really do anything I'd call a hobby.
Okay, then.
My goodness, wake me up when the story starts. We follow that riveting dialogue up with that awkward, weird, poorly animated moment where the two uncomfortably attempt to hold hands, which causes Haruka to flee in terror yet again. I'm sorry, didn't she ask him out? How is this relationship supposed to succeed if she won't tell him anything about herself and runs away every time he attempts any physical contact?
Come on, how long have they been going out now? A while, and all they do is walk home together.
Wait. No, shut up. Everything stops.
So, what you're telling me is that these two have been dating for at least several months, but only now is Takayuki asking her if she has any hobbies. Have they just been walking home in silence for the last 2 months then?
Yes, because Haruka immediately confirms this by apologizing for running away the day before.
I'm sorry about yesterday.
Aha! Movie tickets! Shinji and Mitsuki get tickets for Takayuki so that he can go on an actual date with Haruka. However, this also doesn't go as planned.
Do you like going to the movies?
Yeah, I go all the time.
Great. What kinds do you like? Or should I ask what kinds don't you like?
Well, horror.
Of course not.
Even so, I've seen like over 24 of them.
But why?
The joys of editing. When Takayuki asked Haruka why she'd seen so many horror movies, there was a very tall paneled wall behind him. But in this next shot, it's completely different scenery. So I can only assume that after he asked Haruka this question, they walked for several minutes in total silence before she eventually staggered the sentence together and actually answered him. Man, don't you love it?
My sister asked me to go to the movies again with her tomorrow. She swore that it wasn't a horror film this time, but she lies every day, so I'm thinking of turning her down.
You should go with her. You can't back out if she's looking forward to it. Besides, you'll know whether it's a horror flick or not when you see the poster at the theater.
Yeah. I should. I gotta go.
What's wrong with you?
What the hell?
Where's your head?
Huh?
Don't us. Why the heck didn't you ask her out?
She was going with her sister.
She said she wasn't going with her sister. She was standing there waiting for you to ask her, you meathead.
Remember, kids, when you're in a romantic relationship, always demand that your significant other blow off their own family to spend time with you. That's not selfish or domineering.
I mean, what? Once again, I have no idea what this show's definition of a healthy relationship is, but so far, it's terrible. First of all, she did not say that she wasn't going to see a movie with her sister. This is what she said.
My sister asked me to go to the movies again with her tomorrow. She swore that it wasn't a horror film this time. But she lies every day, so I'm thinking of turning her down.
At best, this could be interpreted as an opportunity for Takayuki to ask her out to a movie. However, when I saw this scene for the very first time, I saw it the same way Takayuki does. I thought he was going to ask her out to the movie anyway, and it was going to actually be the wrong thing to do. So when he didn't go through with it, I also thought it was the right course of action. But no, apparently, the objectively correct choice was to leave her sister in Ditch City. Because, yeah, that wouldn't cause any conflict or tension between Takayuki and her family, would it? Just saying, guys, don't take relationship advice from this BS. It's probably a bad idea.
It's not cool to screw around with the chick's emotions, trust me.
Listen, pal, I thought you went out with her because you liked her. And if you do, then tell me why you can't ever act like it. Don't run away!
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's clearly not a big deal, which is why you've been haranguing him about this ruining their relationship for the last minute now. Fuck the both of you. Anyway, time for the dumbest thing yet.
Do you even like me, Takayuki? I need to know. I need you to tell me.
Maybe.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I can't even.
Do you even like me, Takayuki?
I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
I like to think that this is Takayuki's extremely introverted attempt to escape the plot. He clearly wants nothing to do with Mitsuki or any of this forced relationship BS that he got glared into, but he also can't handle being proactive, so this is the best attempt he can muster.
Do you even like me, Takayuki?
Maybe.
I mean, wow. How long have they been going out again? The correct answer is too long for Takayuki to not know how he feels.
I think I'll get this one.
Okay, fine. It makes perfect sense. No.
You know what cripples this show more than anything else? It has no narration. Normally that wouldn't be necessary, but when your main character is a mumbling whisper lord, we need his inner monologue to do the legwork of fleshing out his character. Without that, I can't discern what all these blank stares are supposed to be emoting. Indifference? Apathy? Boredom? You tell me. And this DVD case is total bullshit. Realistic emotion in tough situations, says DVD Talk. Realistic emotion? I mean, that's certainly not correct. But anyway, it's time for more bad reasons for this relationship to continue.
I don't know if you realize, but Haruka's liked you since she first saw you in the 9th grade. It took her over completely. Over the years, I've lost track of all the guys she's turned down, waiting for you to be the one to ask her, but you never did. See, it's because of her that we've all gotten so close.
And once again, the look on his face tells no story. What's even going on in that head of his?
I'm leaning against a tree. Apples grow on trees. Coconuts too. I have 10 fingers.
If she'd never told me how she felt about you, none of us would have found the dearest friends we've ever known in our lives. We're friends because of her. I just thought that was something you needed to know.
Okay, I'm fine with Haruka having this crush on Takayuki that's basically based on nothing. They're high schoolers, so that's a totally acceptable thing that does happen. What I'm not okay with is Mitsuki basically guilt-tripping Takayuki into dating Haruka because it's apparently his obligation to requite her feelings. Sorry, but no. This is some post-bait bullshit right here.
Share this post if you love Jesus. Don't share if you like taking it in the ass from Satan.
Anyway, Takayuki spots Haruka mumbling about having 10 fingers or something and drags her to the top of the hill without explaining anything. If this were me, I'd scream for help, but because Haruka is Japanese, she's completely useless. I mean, look at her. She's like a little lost puppy. Progressive Japan! So Haruka, who clearly thinks she's about to be raped, demands that Takayuki shut up, begging the question of why she bothered to let him drag her all the way out here in the first place. But then...
I like you very much, Haruka. I hope it's not too late. But I was thinking, I want to go back in time and start over with you.
I spent the last month building this time machine. We can travel all the way back, kill our past selves, and start brand new. But before we kill your past self, threesome? Well, okay.
And after one final shot of Mitsuki getting her Kyo Fujibayashi on, the episode ends.
Well, if that wasn't confusing and completely incomprehensible... Yeah, it was. Anyway, if we're gonna do this, there's only one way I know how, and that's the hard way. I just hope I survive until the end. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time.
Hey guys, Will Ryan here. If you're new to our channel, go ahead and click that little icon right there in the middle of the screen to subscribe. And if you want to check out more in-depth dissection like what you just saw, go ahead and click on one of the 3 previous seasons of 25 the Hard Way. Enjoy yourselves and stay skeptical.